Hello students, welcome to our next lecture CPM. Before you start listening to this, go back and have a look at your network diagrams. I want you to be sure with your network diagrams before you start CPM. CPM is quite easy once you are done with your network diagrams. Let's start with the lecture. May I please request you to finish your network diagram of previous question and sit with your book and pencil. Thank you. So a CPM activity, critical path method. In critical path method, the activities are shown as a network of precedence relationship. That is the network of relationships which are dependent on the other, interdependent relationships. Using activity or node construction, the one we learned. So the main features of CPM are it has single estimate of activity time. So for me to do my plan, I require 4 days. That is what I am assuming. That is my single estimate of activity time. And the activity times are deterministic. I am sure about my activity time, and the activity times are the ones basically are going to impact your final output. So it is basically used in production management, construction management, design, architecture, etc. where the jobs are repetitive in nature. So after 2 or 3 years of experience, I can easily say, okay, I need this much time for laying my tiles. Right? The activity times can easily be predicted because of the past experience. Only if I can predict exact activity times, I'm going to use CPM method. So most of the repetitive tasks can go with CPM method. Right. So you know what critical path is? The path with zero slack. The path which does not have slack, as we learned when we are doing a Gantt. Right? It is the longest part of the network. And the minimum project completion time is directly dependent on your critical path. If you follow your critical path, like without any delay, your project minimum time will be the time taken by the critical path. Step in CPM is drawing network diagram. If any one of you have doubts in drawing a network diagram, please go to the previous video and see how you draw your network diagram. Right. After your network diagram is done, you are going to put your time, which is there in your bracket, which is also already drawn in your network diagram. Then you are going to identify the critical path or the path which maximum time or the longest path to finish. The path which has maximum number when you total the time required. Right. And the critical path diagram is updated time to time when you are working on real site. Updating is main thing when you are working on site. Through our critical path in the last class, so we are going to continue from there. So this is the critical path for the question. So what are the ways I can go from start to finish? Right, here I am starting at this line and I am finishing it here. So this is one way. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 11. 2 takes 2 days or hours or whatever. 4 takes 2. 6 takes 1. 7 takes 1. 8 takes 6. 9 takes 3 and 11 takes 1. So this path I am calculating the time which is in the bracket, which is not the 246 number, right? It's not activity number, it's the time taken by the activity. So total of 16, right? Now we'll see another path. The second path is 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 and 11, right? So you are adding the time. 1 takes 6, 3 takes 3, 5 takes 4, 7 takes 1, 8 takes 6, 9 takes 3 and 11 takes 1. When you add the sum, it is total of 24. I am am seeing next possible way, way for me to go from start to the finish. That is 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11. Similarly, I am adding the time and the total I got is 22. So yeah, this is our critical path. I mean, out of all the 4 paths which we probably can get from start to our finish, the last task, this task has the largest time taken. So the minimum time taken for our project to finish is 24. If you compare this critical path with your Gantt chart, you will get the same critical path. Just have a look at it. Isn't it easy, people? So basically, let me summarize what we did for critical path diagram. First, we made a network diagram, and then we checked all the possible paths from start to the finish. All the possible paths. In which way can we go? It's just like find your way path. So every path will have its own set of activities and duration, which is in the brackets. So you are going to see duration which is in the bracket, and you are going to add the durations of the corresponding tasks. So which activity will have the longest duration? That is your critical path, and that is the minimum time required for you to finish your project. Isn't it easy? Now I want you to try making critical path on your network diagram which you already made for the same painting exercise which we are doing. Stay home, stay safe,